Hello. We are back. We are alive with the sound of Stellaris and Aurora. Well, Aurora doesn't have a sound, so... Well, I suppose the screams of my enemies. Right, let me check this. That's working, that's working. That's working. We are indeed live. There we go. Yes, I've moved over to this side because there is very little on this side of the screen other than the warning box behind my head. And I don't think there's much on any of the other screens, maybe. Yeah, the windows are small enough. This is the only window that's really big enough to be a problem. And maybe the galaxy map? Yeah, the galaxy map I tend to move around anyway, so we can work with that. What else we got? This one. Yeah, looks all good. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, right. Ah, happy Wednesday. Yes, look at my drop caddy, it does say Wednesday. So, what are we doing today? We recently, as in yesterday, finished designing our survey fleet. That's not what I want to show you. That's this one. So the survey fleet is Gwent Prime, the crossbow, the liquid gold, the mechanique, the shield, the sword, and the Trojan. Basically, this is the flagship, has all the sensors and a couple of defenses. Well, a lot of defenses, a lot of armor. This is also the survey vessel, so this is what we'll be going around to planet. We then have the sword and the crossbow, which are our carriers. So the sword carries the general fighters, which are equipped with railguns. The crossbow carries a missile variant of the IO, which is all it is just a box launcher. It's 24, and it's got a size 6 box launcher that has... Sorry, it's got 6 size 6 box launchers that are each size 6. I don't know if the words I used in that order make sense. I'll just show you. They have this. And inside this is a size 6 missile. If I go into ordnance, we have the Scythe anti-ship missile. So each one of these comes with 6, and then they have to go back and rearm to the carrier. But they obviously have a much longer range than our railguns. So our railgun ship has a range of only 50,000 at the minute. But we did... I think we got it already, didn't we? The new railgun launch. Oh no, we're fairly close to it though. 5 years. Which was the one we got? Or maybe it was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, we need this one. We haven't got the new railgun size yet. No, I'm still waiting on that. Okay. That's the shield, the sword and the crossbow. Hey, Metronom, how you doing? Diplomatic ship still needs an active sensor to start working. It does indeed. Yes, but we also need to check and see if we even need one or if we can just hover over the planet. Because we need to be able to see them and they need to be able to see us. So if active sensor is probably the easiest way to do that. But I think if we're over their planet, they'd probably see us anyway. Is my guess, but we'll see. But to do that, we need to take out the fleet that's over their planet with guns that are on this fleet. We'll try that first. If that doesn't work, then yes, we will redesign the diplomatic ship as well. So the diplomatic ship is the Columbia. It's basically as small as I could reasonably make it, and it's got a 80% cloak on it. with a diplomacy module. So it's nice and simple. So we've done the crossbow and the sword. The shield is just point defense. I have had a look at some stuff to do with point defense today. I think we could redesign these, but given we've just finished the bridge, I'm not going to touch it. But for the next version of the shield, I have some other ideas. The mechanique is basically the collier and the supply ship, so the thing that brings all the missiles with us and maintenance supplies so that we can repair. We've got the liquid gold, which is our tanker. A lot of these things have high armor, and they also have some point defense, so it's a little bit... They're not useless, they're going to help us blocking some of these missiles. And then last we have the Trojan. The Trojan is lighter armored, so it's only got 6 layers of armor, but it is carrying 25,000 tons of troops potentially. So in this, we're going to carry... Initially, we're going to carry a ground survey team. If they do well, then we'll bring a second one that has a full battalion of surface to orbit, ground defense, assault, and artillery that we can just leave on a planet that we want to lay claim to. So we can essentially just bomb any would-be aggravators from the planet. Signature radius is tiny for the Diplo ship. It is tiny. Compared to something like the Gwent Prime, which is, I think this is, no, it's total cross-section. Thermal is 2,560 versus 164. Let's compare that to actually something of a similar size. Okay, so the Gemini C. It's actually got more than the Gemini C, but the Gemini C is commercial ship, so that's probably not the best example. Let's try sensor platform. No, it's 40,000 tons. Group transport, maybe? No? Tug? I mean, even this tug's 7,500, thermal signature of 375. Bear in mind, some of these, like the diplomatic ship, we designed it to have a smaller signature as possible, because we wanted it to appear sort of non-threatening. But that, given it doesn't have active sensors, that might work against us for that. The purpose of getting close to this planet to try and make contact. But we'll trial this. We've got them parked up where we want them, and they don't seem to be in any danger. So we can just sort of go from there. This guy is currently being... I think we're retrofitting the shipyard, aren't we? Oh, no, not yet. We're upgrading the shipyard to the capacity, so we're very nearly there. 3,000 tons off. Just less than 3,000 tons off. But whilst that's doing, I did notice something on this bridge class. If we go to priorities and miscellaneous, you may notice here, we are missing a ship. We are missing the Mécanique. And I suspect that is because the Mécanique is the only one of our current ships that is slightly smaller. So this must just be ever so slightly too big to be able to refit to this. So we can, but we can't do anything with this now because we are using this is what we're working toward, right? I don't want to touch it because I don't want to break anything else. So I'm going to modify the Mécanique, make it slightly bigger, and see if we can still build from it. So I'm just going to add, what can we add? Could change up the fuel. So we'll take fuel off it first, and then we'll add more as we need. So we've got 44253. What's this one got? Oh, this doesn't have fuel at all. Okay. So altering the fuel isn't going to necessarily do anything. It's got more engineering spaces. It's got a main engineering. Okay, so let's add... I mean, we could do with making sure that this ship has a lower IFR anyway, right? The IFR is the incremental failure rate. The AFR is the annual failure rate. So this is like every 5 days it has a certain percentage chance for something on the ship to break, in which case you spend maintenance supplies. This is how the percentage of every year that you're expecting that. So you really want this to be as low as possible, but this one even more so. So let's add, what did that have? 48. And we had engineering, main engineering, didn't we, as a control. Engineering 4 improved damage controls. We've got 6. 4995. Okay, so it's on there now, but we still can't build it. We need to get this down below 20. So let's do... We had 6 on this one, so let's drop that down to 4. We could probably drop some of these, the standards. Does that help? There we go. No, it's not there. So we need to make it, because we need to make it bigger. So what can we add from this that's not on the mechanique? We could add passenger accommodation. Then we have got technically some extra lifeboats for people, I guess. Jump engine is too small. Let's take off cargo shuttle. Okay, has that helped? It's not there because it's still too small. Too small. Okay, so let's add in... Can we squeeze... They've got 10 guns. Can we squeeze a gun on? We could squeeze a gun on if we take off some of the magazines. So if we do Gauss cannon... Take off 2 of those. Well, add 2 of those, sorry. Oh, maybe just 1 of those. Because I don't want to take off too many of these. And... 44941. Okay, we're there and it can be built. So, beautiful. Okay. So that there, let's... Well, let's add our fuel first to get it up to 45000, so it's nice and round. Hopefully this doesn't affect it. Excuse me, I've just had food, so I'm very gassy right now. Small is too big. Master bridge. Okay, so we can still build it. Great. Naming themes. Let's put something like this. So Gwent Prime, so G1. I need to actually see the lists. Select name. Ancient cities, I think, is a good one. Oh, we've got 2 ancient cities. Why are they not all in the same list? That's annoying. Anyway, how's your day gone, Metronom? You had a busy one today? Biblical idioms. Better to give than to receive. I mean, yeah. Depends what it is. Right, so for this one, let's use the first ancient cities. Actually, there's more choice in the second one, isn't there? Let's go for the second ancient cities. Priorities. So we want second ancient cities. Okay. Random name. We don't want them in order, so that's fine. Then we'll do the sword, the shield, and the crossbow. So we'll put G2. So Gwent Prime is G1. Sword is G2. Crossbow can be G3. Shield G4. And then our support classes can be G5. This would be G6. I suppose actually we want the shield is G2, don't we? G2. Sword would be G3. I'm thinking of positioning stuff. They wouldn't be in these positions anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So the prime, the main leader, right? Then you've got the shield, because you want that to probably take most of the hits. So that was going to be first in the group that we want sort of access to. I'm thinking he's going to put these in some kind of order, right? No, pretty slow at work. Hopefully, are you done with work now, or are you just watching your phone? Hopefully, hopefully it's going to go better from this point forward. Right, so we've done prime. Let's do right. Crossbow can be. Is there a ranged weapons? Random dwarf names. God. Predatory fish. Frigates, fast attacks, corvettes. Portuguese personalities. On your way home right now, pretty chilled. Oh, chilled there. Okay, that's not so bad. If you don't mind having a quiet time at work, it's a good time. It's one of those. It's I quite enjoy my quiet days. Means you can usually get through some stuff, or at least process things in your brain while you're doing other things. Road class freighters. I have to know what's in random dwarf names. What is considered a dwarf name? Okay, yeah, fair enough. They just can't check out. He's like dwarfs mythology, I guess. There's a lot of these. Is Gimli in it? Because if Gimli's not in it, we don't care. Bro, You've let me down here. You've let me down. Gimli starts with like a silent G, silent G, silent Q or something. What was the other one? Road classifiers. Okay, that's interesting. Portuguese personalities. Oh, I see. Portuguese, as in people who talk on TV and shit. I get it. Okay. Poisonous plants. That would be quite good for maybe the liquid gold. Periodic table. Octopus families. Numbers as words. No, that's insane. I quite like these. Let's use Romulan ships for the crossbow, the sword, and the shield. And then let's use which one was it? Poisonous plants? Or the liquid gold. And then predatory fish for the Trojan. Oh, here we go. They've got Star Treks as well. Stars. Stars and planets. Oh, we got actual swords list. Okay, so the swords are going to have obviously that. Okay, right. Let's Swedish predators. It's concerning. Right, so priorities missed. We're not choosing random dwarf names. We'll have Romulan ships for you. Sword can be sword. Is that going to work? Yes, there we go. Shield can be predatory fish. Liquid gold we said was going to be poisonous plants, didn't we? Mechanique. For the mechanique, let's do US Joint Army Navy. Sure. Random names for all of these as well. Random name. Random name. The sword didn't stick because I typed it in like an idiot. Swords. And the Trojan can be Greek mythology. Is there actually something in the Greek mythology group? Because sometimes there isn't. Greek mythology. Yes, there is. So the Greek alphabet one, there's nothing in there. So, because I sometimes pick that and I'm like, why is it not working? Right, so that's random. Okay, so we're all good. And this one can build everything. So we're all good. Okay. And what we'll also do while we're in here, we'll copy this. And we'll rename this as the Columbia B. We'll put an actual capital B like a normal person. And we will put some active sensors on it. Which is this is just a big sensor, isn't it? That's a missile sensor. A missile sensor would do. It doesn't need to be massive. Can we take enough stuff off of this to make it worthwhile? Probably doesn't. In theory, we don't need the shields, so we can take the shields off and put a small active. Oh, this added more crew. Okay. Let's take off. We're over by 21, so we can take off a standard. We can add on a small. There we go. So we should be able to probably build this. If we go with Columbia, priorities and MISC, we can still build the Columbia B in the same shipyard, so that's good. We don't need to retool. So we can probably queue up one to be built. We are already building some. We'll just carry on building these and we'll refit them. So when they finish off, we'll refit them. If it's going to die, that's just the thing that will happen. Exactly. Right, let's run through and see what we got. New system discovered. Hendrik Lorenz has discovered the system of Altair. Hey. Why? This is quite a weird looking system. Why do they not have orbits? Are they considered dwarfs? Yeah, they are. Dwarf planets. Cool. How big is this? Oh, it's quite big. It's quite big. Go from there to there. 23. So what have we got? It's 9 planets, 64 moons, 1 comet. 120,000 population planet there that's Rift Valleys and Venusian atmosphere. This one, I hope there's not an NPR on that, because that'll be an impossible one to try and take. Hot Desert Mountain. It does have, I think, the right makeup of things for it to be a NPR. We'll find out, I guess. There's another mountain planet there. That's good. Or bad, potentially. Another mountain. 17 billion. Okay, well, go and explore, and please don't die. Why did the game stop? There is nothing here. Okay. We should probably actually save, because we just fixed the mechanique problem. She finished her orders. I've probably hidden that, and that's why it stopped. Let's fix that. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day today. It's been a long year this week, to be fair. Okay. More moves than you can throw a stick at. You're not wrong. Show all events. And then from yesterday... This one. I don't want that hidden anymore. How do I unhide something? Okay, that's unhidden. So overhaul complete. We probably want that in green. Beautiful. So we now need to tell her to move somewhere. Where do we want to send her? Probably Omega Seti or Sigma Sethi. Where do we think? Movement orders, auto route. Let's go to Omega Seti. And then travel through there. Please, thank you. What was that? Minerals, new mineral deposit. Okay, found some Saurium, very nice. Balmung has finished orders. I think you were just moving that space station, weren't you? Because we are still working on Venus. Atmosphere, high pressure. Yeah, we need to get this down as soon as possible. How many yeah, we need more jobs. How many people are on these ships? So you've just moved someone into there. Okay, so we just have... You just have... If it's 3 million per one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... That's 13 times 3 is 39 million. Okay, so they've all got people. We're not wasting space or anything. Oh, we just detected a new ship because we're close enough. That's fine. Yeah, that is just going to stop us from thinking every couple of days, but it's fine because we'd rather know what their movements are. Why are they just hanging around the planet though? Unless there's more shit. Like, because there's obviously... I'm going to take this. There's asteroids and stuff here. So maybe there's other ships and stuff, like maybe they're stealing minerals and stuff from their system, I guess, like they did to us. Excuse me. Production, construction factory. Oh, okay. Ganymede's completed its construction factory. So let's whack all of those remaining points into you. So let's put that you at 60. Nice. Okay, so that's still going to take 12 years, but it's better than the like 40 years it was going to take before. Marie Curie discovered a new system of EQ Pegasi. Seems like a fairly small system. Probably not their only system they're interacting with at the minute. Yeah, true. Oh, another nice 5 planets, 53 moons, 143 asteroids, and 138 bodies that are habitable. They're probably all asteroids, to be fair. Apart from that one. It's reasonably nice. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, we've got a couple of big-ish things. These are low gravity bodies, though, so that's not the best. What about these asteroids? Anything chunky? 1s, 2s, 3s, 12, 5. I mean, the size really doesn't dictate whether there's stuff on it, but in theory, if there's a big enough asteroid, you really would think it's got the resources. Another nice system. Yeah, I mean, any system with a body in it is good because it means we can build actual defensive forces in there. Okay, so we've run into Procyon aliens. Can you get out of there in time? Let's see, remove all. Get out of there. Oh, no. Yeah, they currently we are negative relations with them, but it's all they're doing. They've just been attacking us, so. Oh, we got out. We got out. We got out. We got out. Okay, we got out. Beautiful. So this, we need to rename this place. So this is XAC Xeno Alien Controlled. So okay, though we got out. Now I don't know if that helps our relations with them or not, because we basically found them and just left. Oh, they're in Struve as well. Okay. Okay. So she's unable to carry out orders because everything's already done in this one. So let's move to, what was the other system? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they usually have a ton of ships there, so I'm not messing with them right now. I don't honestly know yet what we're gonna do. We might have to utilize the raiders. If the raiders can sort of soften them up without us being softened up as well, maybe we can do something, but we'll have to see. Right, where's the galaxy map? Sigma Cephi. Movement orders. You are on jump shock at the minute, aren't you? Movement orders, also route Sigma Cephi, and then go to number 1. Distance between Sol and them is pretty large, which is a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. Although that said, they are in a system that's reasonably close. I believe this is where we first found them. So actually, they're only 2 jumps from Sol at the minute. If you go that way, they're 3 jumps, because I think that's them as well. But yeah, we've at least got our system between us. At the minute, unless we find a system that also goes back to Sol via some backdoor connection. Yeah. The Relentless Dock has reached its target capacity. Okay, so that is our ship that we need to... sorry, shipyard that we need to retool. And we're going to retool it to the Master Bridge class. Beautiful. I'm going to delete the other two. The Combat Bridge and the Support Bridge, because we don't need them. That's fine. Oh, what was that? Maintenance failure. Why are we getting a bunch of maintenance failures? Uh-oh. So the Sphinx 6 on Triton is having maintenance problems. Is that because Triton doesn't have the capacity because there's a worker shortage? Okay, that makes sense. Right, let's go and grab the Sphinx. Movement orders, fleets. Go and grab the Sphinx 6. Tractor. Come back to Earth and release tracted ships. And then we'll get more workers there. Because yeah, we don't want our sensor stations blowing up. Ship overcrowded. Insufficient crew accommodation for the personnel on board. Who are the personnel on board? And why are you red? Oh shit, stuff's been going wrong with you for a while. Yeah, well, I'm glad we picked you up. Get back to Earth. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. Okay, we're back on Earth. Nobody panic. Right, the Sphinx 6. We need to go to Earth, refuel, resupply, and then overhaul like as soon as possible. Where's the overhaul button? There it is. Jesus Christ. Okay. We need to keep a bigger eye out for that. Maintenance failure. Text color, set this as set it as red. Well, actually, we'll set it as black with a red background. I can't see it. There it is. Background color, red background. Okay, there we go. That should jump out more, rather than it just being red like low fuel. Okay. Successfully repaired. Okay, that's good. New system discovered. Chi Draconis. Very nice. Okay. 2 suns, no fun things to explore. Underway replenishment rate. The guy retired, which is incredibly rude. Underway replenishment. And then when you've done that, can you give me... Give me that. Ship components added to total maintenance population if the ship is on the same planet or in near orbit. We probably want that as well, actually. Yeah, because then we could build a maintenance... what do you call them? Space station. And that sort of takes away a lot of the problem, right? We can build a maintenance space station. Put maintenance facilities on the planet. Hello, puppy dog. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, I fixed the green screen situation today, so he's actually got somewhere to lie down. Okay. Aquarius F has completed orders. What were your orders? What's he got here? Aquarius F 1. What were you doing, sir? You were taking infrastructure to Pluto. Okay, how's Pluto doing for infrastructure then? Doing okay. When I'm researching something, then proceed to go through 5 different scientists because they all have some kind of problem. Yep. It's always the good ones that die as well. Like you get like, oh, 50% guy, you know, some from somewhere because they've randomly spawned in like that, and they do 2 turns of research and then go, oh yeah, I'm going to retire now. You've had no projects your whole life because you've just shown up and then you retired. How rude. So for you, do we have any ground units here? We do. We just need more people here because they're basically having the same problem. We have a worker shortage, so we need more people on Pluto, more people on Triton. We could send one of these ships that we'd put in at Venus over at Pluto and Triton. That would put 3 million people there, which is enough to cover this. Because they've got 50 maintenance facilities, they need 2.5 million people to work them, but they only have 500,000 pops. So I think, yeah, we'll do that. Next time we complete one of these stations, we'll move it over. Well, the problem is with the colony ships are moving people. There's just not enough room for them with the infrastructure that they've got. We can move infrastructure. We can load the planet full of infrastructure. But at the minute, they've got 0.62 million people. They can currently only hold 0.66. So there's probably a colony ship on its way here now. Same for Triton. Triton's at capacity based on what infrastructure it's currently got. So we can move infrastructure. We can set up which one was it? This one? To move more infrastructure. Because we have got a bunch of it and we don't really need it for anywhere else in Sol. So we might as well do that as well. So we'll cycle moves, infrastructure, take some to Triton. Unload installation, go back to Earth, refuel, load infrastructure, and we'll probably do Triton twice. Go back to Earth, refuel, load installation, infrastructure, then go to Pluto, unload installations, go back to Earth. Repeat that. Georgie boy, how are we doing, sir? Just cooked dinner and got this downloaded. Not a clue what I'm looking at. Yeah, there's a learning wall that comes with it. If you get stuck with anything, let me know. There's a lot of infrastructure, yeah. We don't need any of the infrastructure on Earth right now, so we might as well move it to where we want it. Orders signed. What have you got for tea, George? Anything good? We've just had burgers. Canis Major. Right, well, since we're doing the infrastructure thing, let's move this space station over to Venus then, so they can carry on doing their terraforming. Balmung, please refuel. Go to here, tractor the Canis Major, and then drop it off at Venus. Then go back to Earth. And before you get there, Canis Major, can you go to Ganymede, load all colonists? Don't put your hands to the side of your head, you'll feel your brains oozing out of your head. Yeah, absolutely. That's why these are on. It keeps the brain from leaking out. And I made myself peri-peri chicken with loads of red onion, garlic, and a chicken stock rice in the rice cooker. That actually does sound really good. You can come around mine anytime, George. You're always welcome. Oh, we've built 2 more Sphinxes. But we can't move them anywhere just yet because we need to make sure we've got enough maintenance supplies at the places. These guys have been promoted because they need officers on the Sphinx. That's fine because they can be trained up. That's okay. Actually, that's a good point because we could train some of these. Mind you, the train... do they need training? They're just sensors. If we move them into here, because they're literally not doing anything, and then change this to a training, they will get experience, but I don't know if that helps them get promotions and stuff. Maintenance problems kicking in. Why was that not? Oh, it's maintenance problem, not maintenance failure. Okay, so they've got a while before they've got problems. Same with the Hendrik. Let's change the color of this one as well. Yeah, there we go. It jumps out a bit more. Good lad. Good lad. I think the training admins are just for the crew, not the officers. Okay. Suppose that makes sense. Do the crew become officers? I don't think they do they? Because there's no, like... Yeah, there's no group for crew, is there? So basically these are the commanders being trained at our military academy. But if they're just crew, right? Canis Minor constructed. Alright, so we got another ship already. Oh, of course, because we increased it on Ganymede from 20% to 60, didn't we? So we're going to be getting a lot more of these a lot quicker. Which is good, because then we can get more people on Venus to do the terraforming. So movement orders, fleets, go to space. Oh, we've got 2 space station groups now. Wait, why have we got 2 space station groups? Oh, because one of them's empty. Okay. Tractor the Canis Minor, take it to Venus and release. Then go back to Earth and resupply. And then Canis Minor, can you go to Ganymede, load me some colonists? Is Ganymede a source of colonists? It is a source of colonists. Good. Okay. I wasn't sure if we'd fix that or not. Let's delete this space station group. Okay, sure. Refresh? Whatever. Sure, you do you. Okay. Yeah, so I think you're right. Let's yeah, because they're just hemorrhaging service. But why is it? Well, their deployment time's not huge either, is it? Okay, yeah, let's turn that off because otherwise they're gonna just explode. Update the admin. Gwent Master Bridge class is completed at the Relentless Dock at Earth. We need to rename the Relentless Dock. Shipyards. Relentless. Rename shipyard. So this is going to be the... It's the survey... Is it SSC? Or SCS? SCS, Survey Command Ship. Rename. This is the Gwent Surveying. Okay, so let's build us some fucking ships. Shipyard fleet. We want. Oh, look at that! Look at it! Look at it! Give me a prime. The G1 Madurai. Nice. We want a shield. The Tiger Shark. We want a sword. The Copis. We want a crossbow. The Triumph. And that's all we can do for now, but we will add a slipway, if you don't mind. And that's all good. Did you finish? No, we're still building these two Columbias. When these are done, we'll retool them to the new ones. The Columbia Bees. We've just added a... Well, we took off the shield and we added in a active sensor so that it makes it easier for us to do the diplomacy with. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm paranoid as fuck. Here's a question while we're waiting for that. What is the purpose of having military academies at different colonies? One crash and everything changes, yeah. Yeah, no longer are we doing an 8-hour stream and saving one time. We are saving religiously. In fact, I should probably set an alarm for myself, because you can guarantee that one time I forget. So many notifications. Nobody wants me all day, and then it's like, as soon as I start streaming. Bing, 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 bing. Right, let's go. More officers, and you can override your empire-wide naming schemes on a per academy basis. Okay. Okay, I hadn't thought of it like that. So yeah, we've added a couple of naming themes, or I thought we did. We didn't. We must not have done that after we after we reloaded the thing in episode 10. We did add a bunch of these in and give them all different weightings, but it's fine, we'll just leave it as that for now. So yeah, if we had one on Lunar, we could put like Aztec names, and then they'd come through with Aztec names, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. We probably want more to start getting more military academies, because we have got 200 graduates a year, but we go through them because we're 216 years into the game, and obviously a lot of them have retired or died. Actually, not as many as you would have thought. Obviously, DNR. What does DNR mean? Cool. Alright. Sphinx has finished overhauling. Iron is being produced. Colonization cost reduction 10%. That's nice. What's that going to take? That's going to take 33 years. Jesus. Do we have anyone better who could do that? 25%. 6 labs. We've got 7 labs or 30%. I'm going to cancel that and we're going to give it to this person. Yeah, only knocks 3 years off, but it's better than nothing. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. So you can actually look up their historical record if you need to. If you've got a particular one you want to keep an eye on. Capricornus, constructed at Ganymede. Beautiful. Give me the Capricornus, please. You. I guess it's just going to move between them. It's fine. Ganymede, Lord Colonists, and then the Balmung. Can you go and pick it up and move it to Venus? Space station, tractor, the Capricornus, and I realised what we actually did last time is we didn't put them in the Andromeda group. We just took them to Venus and dropped them there. So release tractor chips, and then go back to Earth, and then you guys. You go in there. You go in there. Rest of you are okay. What are you guys doing? You're doing infrastructure. To be honest, you could probably just join them. Because that's a lot of infrastructure to move, so you might as well get a big old fleet together. Aquarius, F1. Join fleet. You're doing terraforming installations, that's fine. You're doing terraforming installations from Earth. So you go to Ganymede, load. Nope, don't load that. Load installation, terraforming installation. Go to Venus, unload all installations. Go back to Ganymede and refuel. But if you could do that in... I really need to write these numbers down. So 60, 34, so that's 1 day. So every 60 days. 5 million, that'll do. 5 million. And then go back to Ganymede. Okay, DNR do not retain. Okay. So actually, we might have had a lot more people retire, but they've just. I suppose actually, yeah, that makes sense because none of our scientists were at like. Well, he's at 45, but not many of them were like 50%. I've definitely had some 50% ones die or retire. So I click retain. That will just keep their records in the archive. Demon, that's a hell of a name. Killed in an accident. Gutted. He's in excellent health. He was before the truck fell on him. Alright, that one's on its way. Looks good. Warhead focus. Missile ECM, we do need to possibly do some stuff with that soon. Once we start challenging these NPRs, we're going to make a lot more use of missiles. Change the dynamic terrain, that's just that planet that just does that. What's going wrong with you? You probably need to come back. Do you not have the order to come back? Yeah, you won't have thingy orders, will you? Where are you? You're here. Yeah, you're way over your deployment time. Yeah, there we go. Let's put those in. You should just be able to just go, right? Yeah. Oh, balls. Stop. That's annoying. So he's over deployment, but also his ship is fucked. Do we have any maintenance supplies left? Nope. Interesting. Yeah, his shit's broken. I don't know if having the chief engineer still gives you the chance to fix something for free. But I'm hoping it does. Automated damage control. I suppose we'll find out. He's either going to get shot by, when this planet comes around, he's either going to get shot by the raiders, or he's going to repair. It's going to take him a very long time to get back to Earth at this rate. Here's a question then. Can we... We don't have a repair ship currently, do we? $74,996 days to get back to Earth. You know what? You can just chill where you are. Don't waste the fuel. Just stay perfectly still. Let's build a repair ship. New ship class. Is it just called repair ship? Repair ship, that'll do. Do we have the repair thing yet? I don't think we do, you know. We could bring it maintenance supplies. Is that what it works out as? 205 years. Bloody hell. That's insane. I don't think we've got the repair technology yet. Mobile repair bay. Well, that just became a hell of a lot more important than maintenance supply rate. Mobile repair bay. You. Swear we had a better guy than that. Do you mind waiting for 4.5 years before we can research the technology that we need to come and get you? Cool, thanks. Bye. Imagine we just tell them to carry on going home, and we actually don't do the research until they're like halfway back. IO missiles has been completed. Okay, so that's good. So let's put all of this into you guys. They will be done later this year. We're on our last... Oh no, this is the orbital mining station, isn't it? Yeah, this one's going to take us a while to do. Construction factories will be done next year. Then I think we'll probably dump the rest of that into the station, because that having that completed quickly is going to help with the resources. Yeah, just sit there and don't explode. Yeah, I mean it probably is going to explode before we get the repair thing up, but at least it's give us a bit of incentive to research a technology I've never used before. Columbia built on Earth. Yeah, that's fine. So we can refit those to the Columbia B. Yes, my love. I forgot about you. You've died. Would you like a brew, my love? How rude. I will be in just a moment. Create tasks. Right, there we go. Right, I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll save while I'm doing that. we go. Returned. I've returned with the many beverages. Right. Oh, one of those is fizzy. Caffeine-free Pepsi. Should help me actually get some sleep. Right. So we've done them. That's fine. Let's keep passing time forward. Just watch this ship explode for. Why are you orbiting like that? Are you a dwarf planet? Yeah, you are. Okay. Interesting. Gotta turn these off because when you go back to solid, it goes crazy. Magazine neutralizing system, 95% chance. That's good. What else can we do? Oh, 3-stage nuclear thermo. That was a weird word. 3-stage nuclear. It's not what it says. Why is my eyes not working? 3-stage thermonuclear warhead. Anti-radiation warhead. I think the radiation damage, I think, is if you want to damage pops, right? Or is there a reason you'd want to irradiate a planet? Words. And reduces the blast damage, using in populations where the intention is to harm by radiation and decrease industrial damage. Okay, so yeah, if you want to clear out a population but not damage the infrastructure as much, right? Okay, that makes sense. Right. Percentage boost to a chance to hit from a missile mounting this system. Maybe we need to go more into the laser one. So we haven't done much of those. I'm gonna grab that because the cheap techs we might as well. They'll get them done on Ganymede in no time. Hello? What are you doing? There's no more food, puppy dog. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Hendrik Lorenz has completed the overhaul. Lucifer Kurz has retired age 34. You lucky bastard. Hendrik Lorenz. You should have your shields. Your shields are on, but why are they 0? You damaged? Or was I just looking at the wrong ship? No? Don't know. Let's pass time forward and see what that does. Must have just been because of his overhaul, possibly. Right, where are we going? You, I believe, were in Altair, weren't you? Let's set up, because I... Okay. Jump point survey stats. We need to go and finish the jump point surveys in some of these places. Survey system, survey location points. Oh, it's because you can see Rex. Aretha Rifts. Okay. Okay, so we hadn't finished the thing on Sirius yet. Is it just because we haven't... Why does that say 50%? Oh, there's a comet. And we haven't surveyed the comet. Right, okay. That's fine. Right, well, we'll send them to Epsilon Horology, since we've got only 9% of their survey done, and also they have jump points to survey. So let's send him there. So Epsilon Horology, and it's also not far from us. So we want to make sure we've got all of our local space scanned, at the very least. We can't do Procyon because that's where the aliens first originated. We can do Lac Isle, so when the Marie Curie's done, we'll send it to Lac Isle. Excuse me. Yeah, after 30, most command staff start retiring. Yeah, unless they've got roles, I guess. Because some of them do get to 60, but I think that's mostly scientists, isn't it? Yeah, I think with comets, yeah, I think it depends how far out they were. Production of the IOs is complete Earth. So we've done producing all of our fighters. We should probably produce a bunch of missiles. Okay, we only have 51 ordnance factories. Is that going to be a problem? How many missiles? Here's a game. How many missiles do we need? Give me the crossbow. What do we need? So they can have 24 times 6, 144 plus how many can fit on here? Plus 146, and then the mechanique needs 381. Do we need any on any of the others? I don't think we do. No. Okay, so we need 671, and we probably want 2 lots of that. So we need 1,342, because we could do with a local stockpile as well. I think that's worthwhile. 1342. 1342 times 1250. That's 1.6 million litres of fuel, which is a lot, but barely touched the sides. That's barely a month's. In fact, it's not, because our fuel harvester harvests 50 million litres of fuel a year. So we're good on that. That's fine. So let's create that. That's going to take you a long time. So when those construction factories are done, please can you build me some more ordnance factories? We've got 51 at the minute. So let's build 49, 149. And I want that at 40%, and let's push that up. And then hopefully once that's done, that'll just slide into its place. Yeah. Yeah, they probably did the grav survey and just went, nah, fuck it, that comet can stay where it is. Should we see, actually? Let's have a look. Sirius. Yeah, it's like currently 18 billion and it's on its way here. Let's have a look at the actual orbit. Okay, so it was probably at its furthest point, that's 24 billion. How far away is Minerva? Yeah, because Sol's got a ridiculous... That's insane. How far is that? .78 light years. What fucking comet is that does that? It's this motherfucker, isn't it? So basically, once this one starts leaving Sol, we're just gonna never see it again. We've got a colony on there. That automine's going for a trip. Pretty sure I want a couple of centuries into a game without fully surveying Sol because of comets, yeah. I mean, yeah. The fact that I didn't realise that went that far out from the Minerva. No, that's not Minerva's orbit, that's Minerva's orbit. I thought Minerva then was doing some weird thing like that. Or is it doing that? Or is that this one? That's 2017 MB. Yeah. It's just a coincidence that Minerva's right on that line. How far away is Minerva from Earth now? 127 billion. How far can you go? Ah, balls. Well, we might let's did we? Oh no, I think we did do Minerva in the end. Yeah, we did. We finished Minerva. We just haven't built anything that can go out and do the colonizing of it yet. Right, let's turn those back off because that's crazy. Ship refit. So the Columbia B classes have been done now. Should we let's just risk it. Let's send one of these Columbia Bs into our neighboring NPR. Well, I'm assuming it's an NPR because it doesn't have a portrait to guess. What flag is that? It's quite interesting, isn't it? Procyon aliens. In Procyon, funnily enough. Am I being blind? Oh, hang on, no. No, we've done them. Oh, they're just right at the top and I didn't see that far up. Yeah, they are. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so we'll send this guy, movement orders, auto route to... which one was it? We probably can't auto route, actually. We'll probably have to do system. And then we want to go... Yeah, because it's restricted. So we want to go Z1 Hydra. Then we want to go to Procyon. And then let's go and hang out in Procyon until you get there. And then maybe we can make friends with them. New space station. Go to Ganymede and load colonists. Oh, I see why there's two space station fleets. So this one's Mars for some reason. Is Mars building? Apparently Mars is building. Interesting. We want them to build those first though, don't we? Okay. Balmung, go and grab from the space station fleet. Back to the Carina. Take it to the Andromeda. Release tractor chips and then go back to Earth. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got more Sol aliens. Why? 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 Which Columbia are you? You're Columbia 3. You don't have shields. Just get there quick. Thank God for that. Okay. Okay. Right, so we want to move towards which I think it's this one. So we'll do active arm. And we'll just tell them to move towards Procyon A1. Minimum distance. I'm assuming it's in meters. So we'll say 500 million. 500 million. Yes, cool. Why do you think you're in orbit of the planet? Sure. Maximum orbital mining diameter. We do want orbital mining diameter. Retired from service. Core Gebbet with your 50%. Please can you finish that off for me? Okay, our active sensor range is not massive. I thought it was a bit bigger than that. Okay, go move to location. Let's do 250. million. Oh, we're close enough. Okay, stop moving. Elint reveals the alien's sensor. It's a resolution of 122 and a range of 55 million kilometers. Okay. Now, I don't know if they're not moving to me because they can't see me. Could be a dead ship. Last time we approached this planet, though, we got absolutely wrecked. Construction factories completed at Mars. Beautiful. Give me all your shit on that one, then. Still going to take a long time, but it's better than, like, not having that production at all. Oh, we've detected aliens in this place now. Why are you so close? Did they just get here or what? It's a Le Mans as well. That's a gunship. I'm sorry, Hendrik. You are probably dead. You've been around for a while. You've got 100% training on your crew. Can we just get out of there? See if you can get out of there. That was a big jump. You might just make it. They are faster than us. They should have caught you. Unless they're just following you. You've retired again from the orbital mining tech. People just don't want to research this. And I get it, it's not the most interesting, but also get it done. Marie Curie has finished her overhaul. So you please... where did we say we're going to go do next? So we've discovered aliens in Epsilon Horology. Let's do CM Lacal. Auto route CM Lacal. Now it could be that all of these red systems are red because we, like in Epsilon Horology, we got there and we found these aliens. We're probably going to need to clear them out first. So if we find aliens here, the raiders, then we'll just bring her back and maybe just go somewhere we haven't gone yet. I feel like we could probably get a little bit closer. Movement orders for you. Is it number 1? Yeah, A1. Move, and then Let's do 100 million. Yeah, a lot of heavy lifting, yeah. A lot of scrapping. We do like some scrapping. Let's carry out orders. Because you'd already done that system, so that's fine. Let's send you to Chi Draconis. Okay, so it could be that they still can't see us. Let's get a little... I'll tell you what, let's just risk it. Let's go full on. We'll stop. 100,000 kilometers away. Oh. Okay, we're definitely closer. Got ground forces as well. Right, stop there. Oh. They have a cave troll. No, they have what appears to be missiles. Can we get out of range? Let's do waypoints. No waypoint. So here. We'll be very lucky to get out of range of that. Size 5 missile. 6 of them. Oof. Didn't kill us. Did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Disabled the ship. 54 nuclear detonations. Did well to survive that. Second barrage. And we're dead. Okay, so I think they're telling us that they don't want to converse. What's our current relationship with them? Yeah, we're approaching minus 1,000. I mean, the Sol aliens were at minus like 1.5 million. So pittance, really. But I mean, we learned a little bit about them. Learned a bit about the sensors. We learned about some of their ships. So overall, not a wasted effort. And we learned about their ground forces as well. Hey, can I come for a visit? No, sir. Yeah. But yeah, we learned a good amount. Our poor ship. At least we can maybe use that waypoint as a distance marker. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's go back to Sol. We can turn off that. Okay. Well, Le Mans. Why are you here? Oh, that was the ship that chases it's Procyon, right? Okay. Well, Marie, you did well getting past that. Good effort. God, they're still here. So they must have had a maintenance failure on one of their crew. One of their crew quarters. Yeah. They're hanging on by a thread. Railgun launch velocity 60,000. That's more than the Dow. Railgun launch velocity 70,000. 35. Let's see. What if we do fire control range? Because it's a cheaper tech and it will help us with our next tier of surface to orbits. Sensor jammer 2 though only needs a tiny little bit, so let's just get that done. Sensor jammer 2, then do fire control range. G3 Coppice. The sword has been built on Earth and assigned to the shipyard fleet. Alright, so we've got 1 available. So we want to build now shipyard fleet. So we built a sword, we're building a prime, crossbow, a sword, and a shield. Yeah, okay. So we want a Trojan. That one's nearly done, that one's nearly done, so we'll be able to build a Mechanique and a liquid gold. And then I think we're done. Yeah, we could probably build, we'll probably build a couple of shields. Because they are our missile point defense. Wrong one. This one. And I want a Mechanique. So we've got the Theseus, the Trojan, the Charlie, the Mechanique, and then we just need a liquid gold as soon as the shield is done. Will not be very long. Construction factories completed at Earth. Started production of the ordnance factory. That's great. So those missiles won't take as long, hopefully. Thermal signature reduction 16% normal. Nice. Clock sensor reduction 90%. This is we've had tech from the raiders that have given us points towards this. Yeah, because we haven't touched it and we're at 19,000. I think it's a 30,000 point technology, and we're already a third of the way through. Something's happening. The Le Mans, the Raiders are back in Seoul. Red alert, people. I do love it when that happens. Okay, let's read this. So, STO Cluster Core attacked Le Mans 203. 128,000 kilometers. Chance to hit 31%. Fired 24 shots. Hit armor 6 times. Penetrated 1 time. Okay. Did that a bunch of times. And 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th time, it hit what must have been the engine, knocking its speed down to 1, which increases our chance to hit. And then it became a wreck. So, gorgeous. Target destroyed. Just while that was coming in there and our colony ship was running away, I had a thought. These raiders move at like around 5,000-6,000 kilometers a second. And at the minute, if they are in a position that's kind of like close-ish to one of our ships, like if the Gemini C was like here, for example, and they spawned in here, they're going to catch it, they're going to kill the colony ship and everybody who's on it. But if we can make it so that these are at least 6,000 kilometers a second, they'll probably have to be quite big, or they'll have to just have powerful engines. Then at least they'll be able to outrun them and get back to a colony. Because at the minute, if they spawn near them, we just go, sorry mate, you're dead. There's nothing we can do about it. But given we've got enough technology behind us now, we can probably build some pretty hefty engines and get the colony ship to move fast. The other thing about that is it makes their job better because they're doing things faster. So our entire population grows faster, as well as we have to spend less resources rebuilding shit. So it is probably worth investing some time in redesigning our freighters, our colony ships, probably our tankers. We don't really need to do anything with our tugs. I think our tugs are pretty quick anyway. Tug. Yeah, the XL can move at 5,500, but obviously once it's pulling something, it's a lot slower. 5,000-ish for the regular Balmong. So if we do something similar, just make this like 90% engine, then the colony ships will at least survive. And we haven't updated them for what is that, 35 years, and they are quite small. Now, let's just create a copy and see. Let's give it a new name. Gemini is a constellation, I think. Or is it a zodiac? constellation. Let's go for the Epipheus. Or Epiphagus. Pegasus. Oh, no, he's fast. Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus class. Rename. 21. Well, it'll be 2220 by the time we actually get around to finishing the design for it. So this Pegasus C. I'm just tagging these as C because they're colony ships. Update the armor. Saves us a good amount. The other thing is we could also do with increasing the range of them so that they can get to yon place up north. Minerva. Cargo shuttle bay, cargo transport, passenger accommodation. Yeah, that we want to keep all of that. So we don't necessarily need a jump drive on them. I mean, it's nice if we have a jump drive. And we probably will want them with a jump drive eventually. This one. Let's design a new engine. And we want it as big as possible. Could also do with being as stealthy as possible. What's the current engine size? 2,200. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely make a bigger one than that. What's your current power? 360. So if you give you 1,000, this is the 2220. Pegasus. So prototype that for me and stick that on your engine slot. So it does double the thermal signature. Also, their armor rating is 4. confused. What did I do then? Yeah, we want to redesign these passive sensors as well, don't we? Design tech. Why on earth did I build a size 159? Delete that. Obsolete. No, that one we want. Right, so we can get that into there. Can we get... Need more fuel. And then we need a jump drive and sensors. Let's do the jump drive first. Let's say we want to do 30,000 tons. If we... Can we put a clock on this? No, not without turning into a military ship. Thermal sensors. Okay, we can probably knock this jump drive down 25. Although we want, and you could just design another jump drive for the freighter, because the freighter is going to need a different thing of engines anyway, isn't it? So this gets them at 5390. What's the fastest ship that they've got? 5666, 5658, 5668. Okay, so we need... Okay, so we actually might need another engine. If we can shave 2,000 tons off there, we might be able to. So we want a 7,333 size engine. So if we go for that, 7,250. So he's 2220 Pegasus. Okay, we're underweight now, and we have at least 5,680, which I think was the fastest. So I think that's probably okay. We've got 300 tons to play with, but if we add more weight, we're looking at going over, aren't we? I take a bit of fuel off. No, let's put the fuel back on because we do want the range. Commercial damage control. In theory, this ship's not going to get damaged, so we took the armor off it. Does need a cargo shuttle. So this ship is going more than 5 times faster, nearly 6 times. Well, no, it is going 6 times faster, isn't it? It's also got better sensors. And a larger thermal signature by a long way. Oh, but it's got, yeah, it's because it's got 3 engines. And they're big honking engines as well. Even though they are at 16%, was it? Yeah, we reduced it massively. I think there is another tech after that. Is it defensive? Yeah, 12%, and then it's 8%, and I think you can get one down to 4%, I think, can't you? Okay, so we've got our colony ship design. It's 10,000 tons bigger than what it was. It can only carry a fifth of the passengers, but it's 6 times faster, so it's overall it's a net gain. And it's much more fuel efficient as well. And that extra sensor range is going to make quite a difference as well. Okay. We can go ahead and research those technologies, please. You know what I would like? I would like if you can click on a ship like this, and then it says research all techs, or something like that. You plan on running away? No, we're advancing to the rear, sir. Research, 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 research. Yeah, it looks like there was only one ship so far. Well, that could have been the one that was in the next system over. Nope, they're just sending bunches of ships after us now. Here they come. The Tiger Shark, the Shield class has been built. Meridius Davis promoted to Lord Captain. Congratulations. Here comes the race. You attract them here, Chucky. Season doing a fair bit of UI tweaks for 3.0. You could always throw that into suggestions. I will do. Yeah, good suggestion. Good idea. We've got a shield now. We need the liquid gold, and I think we're good to go. One again. Shipyard fleet. I need a liquid gold, please. And January 2020, 22. Yeah, we can wait 2.5 years. We've waited all this time. We can wait a little longer. I'm gonna watch the fireworks in the meantime. Love the smell of Xenos in the morning. You know what that is? That's salvageable tech, that is. Yeah, that Columbia is on the verge of explosion, I would guess. A new wreck detected. I do like that they're just always on our radar now because of our sensors. Love it. An inactive research facility on Ganymede because the box launcher explosion chance guy retired. Core Bellicus, please can you finish off that task? What are you doing on Wolf? You're stealing my shit. Ooh, they hit the Sphinx. You know what we need on Ganymede? You know what we need on Ganymede? We need a repair yard. We can just about afford to build one. Let's knock this down to 10. Oh, balls. Knock this down to 10. This down to 30. And get this to 60. We only want one of these, please. Not 281. Bro. Okay, just cancel that one. Don't know what was going on with my fingers there. They were not cooperating at all. More DACA. We don't need more DACA on the planets. Oh no, wait. Yes, we do. Actually, we do need to design our new STO guns as well, don't we? But I want to get these Gwent ships built because it's been like 6 episodes so far that we've been getting these things ready. And we're so close. I can smell it. But excuse me. I mean, if you're just going to throw your ships at me one at a time, I'm okay with that. Which Sphinx was it? Sphinx 2. Guess it used up all its maintenance points. Just refuel and resupply on Ganymede. New wreck detected. Took them a long time to resupply themselves, didn't it? I suppose it wasn't 5 days every time I clicked the button, though, was it? I'm just seeing free resources here. That's all I'm seeing. We have lost 0. We've lost nothing. The only thing that this is doing is slowing us down from building our Gwents. Yeah, we're only 9% of the way through the liquid gold. White snake root. It's an interesting name. Hello, Oscar Bear. Who's a good boy. Fire control range is next up. So we've now got sensor jammer 2. We do... Oh, that'd be mean. What if we put... Oh, that'd be really mean. What if we managed to put a sensor jammer on one of the fires? How big is a sensor jammer? Would that make them virtually impossible to hit? Because I know we can't really fit them with cloaks, because the smallest cloak we can make is like 1,000 or some shit. Mind you, you can research making it smaller, can't you? IO copy class. If we gave you... Where is it? It's 150 ton object. So it does slow you down significantly. But there's no reason why this guy needs a gun. What's the size of these ones? 312. Yeah, we probably want to have them the same range, don't we? Maybe drop an armor. Okay. So this one would be a rename. Just jammer for now. If we were to, so this is kind of like how I had the Europa and the Europa Major that had the sensors on it. Put one of these with all the squadrons, and then they weaken the enemy sensors, which I think either makes them so that they can't be targeted from as far, which would help them get closer. It depends what the range is, though. And can you add multiple, or is it just a single system? You can add multiple. Okay. But if we were to, maybe instead of putting it on the jammer, we were to put it on the sword, because we could take off some. We can't do it now because obviously we built these, but we could take off a little bit of fuel. Maybe a shield, and put on a bunch of like jammers. Yeah, fire control jammer, sensor jammer, missile jammer. Fire control jammer might be better on the fires than a missile sensor jammer. Sensor jammer on the carriers to give them like a longer range on their sorry, give the enemy a shorter range, so we can like appear out of nowhere. I don't know. Just tossing around ideas. Excuse me. Are we done with throwing chips at me now? I guess we are. Slipware adds the Gwent. Beautiful. While we're doing that, let's add another shield. I'm thinking 3 shield class ships. This one is the Cuttlefish, and the next one will be the Scorpionfish. I feel like there's going to be a preference for one of those ships. Repair yard completed at Ganymede, thank you very much. And the rest of those labs can go on terraformers. No. Because we do want the terraforming installation, but we want the people faster, don't we? Because we're under jobs, aren't we? So let's do 40% for you, and let's do 60 for you, because I think we need jobs more on Venus more than we need terraformers right now. Yeah, we've got a worker shortage. Current plan on restarting my game. Should I not enable NPR encounter raiders? Put it on because I like the idea of them getting hit. But I heard in episode 10 about slowdown. Should we say air combat? Episode 10. The slowdown in episode 10 was about the commercial, what are they called? The commercial shipping guys, civilian shipping lines, not commercial. So the civilian shipping companies in my first version of this had like 400 odd ships. So they were still causing a bit of a slowdown because they weren't able to sort of recycle their old ones as fast as they were building new things. So we did restart and we turned that off because that's one of the settings that I don't think you can change unless you modify the database. You can delete them, so if you have put them on, you can delete them, but it's just a bit more micro that I didn't want to have to do. I would recommend having the NPR not encounter raiders or not spawn raiders. I don't think you can turn off the fact whether they encounter them or not. I think that setting is they don't find raiders themselves. When they get above a certain threshold, they don't start spawning raiders themselves, I think. I could be wrong. I wouldn't let NPRs spawn anything. I have put a very small chance for NPRs to spawn other NPRs, I think. But it's like very small. Can I see my settings here? Yeah, so NPR generation chance 2% of NPRs to spawn other NPRs, because otherwise you end up with like branches and networks and shit going on. And also every one of them gets another like certain percentage chance. Probably should have that set as 0, to be honest. Did decide to turn off civilians this run. Just wondering if I should turn off the Empire and counter raiders. It's up to you. I would probably, if you're worried about lag, yes, I would turn it off, because then they're going to be doing combat things, which is going to slow you down a bit. So sometimes you'll notice when we're running through things that we're passing time in small increments, but nothing's really going on in Sol or anywhere that we're working on, and that's because they're having combats in other areas. Excuse me, fucking hell. Very gassy. But yeah, I would probably turn it off. Production of repair yard, we did that. Okay. Oh no, the diplomacy ship exploded. I'm so sorry we weren't able to rescue you in time. We haven't researched the repair thing yet, have we? Those poor bastards. And they're just going to slowly starve to death in the life pods because no one's going to be able to rescue them. In dead skin. Cassiopeia. Mars. Moving orders. Go to Mars, which I don't think is a source of colonists. It's a destination. So go to Mars. Lord colonists. Oh, okay. Is that what it's called? The electronic warfare fire? Jammers only apply if they're on the ship being targeted. Okay, so it's not like a fleet bonus. Okay. That's unfortunate, but... because that would be good to put on a carrier. I suppose it's good for the carrier not getting hit. But yeah. Thanks for looking up that. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, we need to send the Balmung as well. Balmung, go and pick them up, please. Track to the Cassiopeia and take it to The Andromeda. And go to Earth and refuel. How's Pluto doing? Pluto's up to 1 million people. Triton's at 500,000. Okay. We need duranium and neutronium, like, pretty substantially. So we're currently receiving some from Ganymede. It's taking a while to get back to us. Mars is also sending some. I bet you. Okay, this orbital mining station better fucking work out. Have you seen how much corundium that's cost us? I didn't check that before I clicked build. I just built it. 150,000 corundium and 168,000 wealth. It's crazy. And it took a very long time to build that. We started building that at like 2200, I think. 2210. So we've been building that for 9 years. It's got another 16 years left. I think that's just because of the sheer amount of orbital miners that we put on there. Yeah, we put 12. We went for the same thing as the fuel harvester and we just put 1250. But actually I should have not gone off the size. I should have gone off the cost of the module. Because that's 120. What's a terraforming module cost? Terraforming module costs... Oh no, because that's not terraforming, it's a fuel harvester. Sorium harvester costs fuck all, basically. It's still expensive, but it's not as expensive as the orbital mining. But yeah. Ganymede, the Centaurus. Nice. Centaurus. Moving orders. Go to Ganymede, load some colonists. Balmung. Once you've done that, go to Ganymede. No, don't go to Ganymede. Go to the space station fleet on Ganymede. Track to the Centaurus and take it to the Andromeda. And then go back to Earth. He's got 2 jobs back to back. He's rammed his fella. So there's a bit of Yorkshire that came out there. My bad. 10 active research facilities. Research rate. We're getting this research rate slowly. Very slowly. We've killed like 12 scientists trying to get it, but we're getting there. That sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it could be better. Actually, we'll probably want this. That will help our orbital miner as well. Good job, Balmong. Thank you very much. Bloody hell. The G6 Theseus has been built on Earth. Okay, what have we got left? So we're still waiting on the flagship, but the flagship is very nearly done. We've got another shield coming in. We need one more shield, I think. Shield. Next one is the Kandiru. Yep, you've been promoted. Well done. What? Oh, I thought the ship was destroyed. Maybe it suffered catastrophic failures, but wasn't fully destroyed. It's the only thing I can think of. We want another slipway on here, please. Might as well build another Trojan. So then we can have one full of our ground units, which nobody reminded me we need to build. We might have done. I might have to apologize to you. 1 second. They're going to be on Earth if they're anywhere. Nope. Your folks didn't remind me. You're the worst. Can't believe it. Scientific HQ. So we want to build you. We want to build you on Earth, please. Okay, we're going to do that one then. And then probably want a garrison regiment. Yeah, that'll do. Because we're going to be taking a garrison regiment from Earth as well as a ground force team. They train so quickly. I love that. Marie Curie is unable to do anything because she's finished surveying Lac Isle. Beautiful. Oh my god, you found a lot of jump points. We were slacking on this. Okay, Lac Isle. We've got a couple of habitable planets. Very serviceable there. 8 planets, 103 moons, 73 asteroids. Gas giant has 125 million thorium on it. Hello. Your garbage. Give me just those. Super Jovian with 48 million. A little bit of stuff there. terrestrial moon. These have got populations on them. Why does that say Lack Isle? Rather than human, because these are my colonies, right? Did we already do this? We must have done. Oh, maybe. Oh, no, never mind. She was doing what do you call it? The survey locations, the graph survey. Okay. Now that my brain has fully farted out my face, let's grab the Marie Curie and we will go through number 1. Oh. Those goddamn Sol aliens. Again. They're hovering above a planet. Managed to escape. We found the system of New Sculptoris. Which is 8 billion across. It's got nothing in it, but we can still go around and explore. And find some new jump points. The Cepheus has been constructed at Ganymede. Cepheus, can you go to Ganymede and load some colonists? And then Mr. Balmung, please can you go and pick it up? Space Station, Tractor Fleet, Cepheus, take it to the Andromeda. Yeah, I do recommend Thompson invest in ground defenses. That way you don't need to worry about the raiders. But also invest in salvage, because that has the potential to massively boost your tech. If you can take out their ships and salvage their cloaking tech, it's one less thing for you to research, but also it's very useful technology. Space Station's complete orders over to Ganymede, very nice. Okay, Chi Draconis graph survey is done. Hendrik, can you... Oh, you've got very little fuel, but can you go... back? Remove all. I'm just going to... because he's going to piss off back to thingy, isn't he? So, might as well go and get it done. Go to Sol. Go to Earth, resupply, refuel, begin overhaul. Then, come back to Chi Draconis. Go through here. And then do the thing. Might as well just send him back, since he has done quite a bit of work. You know what we should also do? We should also grab our shipyard, and we should add 10,000 tons to it, because we're going to need to build our new colony ships, which we should also research. When you've done that, can you do this one now that we've got a fleet of ships and we're not worried about it? Then do this, and then maybe that one. Power and propulsion. We don't have anyone doing power and propulsion right now. That's interesting. Right, well, give me a couple of labs off you. A couple of labs off you. And a couple of labs off you. Claudius, can you do this for me? And then when you've done that, can you do this one? So they'll do the jump drive first and then the engine. And then we need someone doing sensors. So you cancel your project. And then I want you to do the EM sensor first. Then the thermal. And then you might as well grab that as well. Then get back on the fire control. Thank you very much. Save. It's only been like an hour since we last saved. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to be shooting off in a second. And get to bed. It's about that time. Yeah, tomorrow we are going to launch this fleet. And we are going to survey. Where was it? 82 something. 62 something. Oh, we changed it. CM 61 Cygni. Because we want this. We either want this or we want to know who's here. Hello, my love.
Hello, love.
You ready for the bedtime?
I am.
Okay. I'll be 2 minutes. Okay. What are we waiting for here? We've got 5 ships to build. They're all finishing by 2023, so 2 years off. So that'll pass in no time at all. Oh yeah, we need to redo all our governors as well, especially for Earth, because they don't have... There's no point in them having a miner, because they don't have... They should have pop growth. They don't have any minerals to do mining with. Let's do... logistics, I guess. Pop growth, wealth. Pop growth. Pop growth, wealth, and shipbuilding is probably better. There are nearly 2 billion people on Ganymede now. That's pretty good. Nearly 1 billion on Io. In fact, I think they're basically ready to set as stable? Oh, they are set as stable. Okay. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to say that again, and I'll just do it. I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to head to bed. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have fun. Bye-bye.